We are at the Illendon Sports Centre, which is the home of the Rockdale City Suns Illendon Football Club, and we're joined by the president of the association teams, Mr. Pete Donchevsky. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Jack. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, mate. Welcome aboard. Obviously, a lot of clubs have suffered during the COVID-19 period. How has your club fared during this situation?
Interestingly enough, Jack, the club's doing well coming out of COVID. There was a serious concern on the amount of kids who will return. To date, we've had no teams fold. We've had very minimal deregistrations, and we're looking forward to a season. Glad to dust off the cobwebs and prepare for a kick-off in July, not far away.
Just talking about that, obviously with that gap there, what's the mood like in the club? Everyone's keen to get back on the pitch?
Yeah, it was we were pretty anxious for a while there, not knowing what was happening, and even amongst the presidents there was a lot of chatter about, do we cancel, do we continue, do we keep holding our breath, what do we do? Ultimately, we're all down to the advice of the health department officials, New South Wales government, and once it became clear that things are going to start moving in the right direction, I gave everyone hope that a season will commence. And as we know now, we're training under restricted guidelines, and there's a lot of anticipation for a good season.
I think a 14-round competition, with a 2-week final series, is a great outcome coming out of the other side.
I believe so too. I mean, it's not far off a full season of 18 rounds. So, there's a lot of happy people and happy parents. We've had a few training runs lately, and there's a good vibe around most teams in our club.
Female football, the club's always had great representation. How's it looking for this season for Rockdale?
Yeah, we're pretty strong in female football, Jack. As you know, I've been part of that program for a number of years. Our club's got females from under sixes all the way through to all age. So we're quite well represented in female football, always looking to grow female football. It's a game that the girls, once they start to play, really enjoy, and it's good to see that they don't drop off and when they come into the club. It's a matter of keep promoting the female football. We've had some really good success with our female football program. Last year the under 16s took out the title. We had the 17s in the grand final go through, unfortunately lost to Zagreb, one of your old clubs. Good tussle all year with those
Definitely
girls.
Was, yeah.
And even in the lower kids, we've got some really strong 10-year-olds coming through, and a couple of 14-year-olds teams that are looking quite good. So the female football program is a lot of focus on that, and we try and give all our coaches and RTOs as much support as possible to help them grow the football amongst the females, and also promote it via our social channels, advising a lot of young girls that, hey, football is a sport for you too, so how to think about it.
So if there are any players interested in playing at Rockdale, be it boys or girls, they can get in contact with the club and make inquiries?
Yeah, definitely. The best way to contact our club would be via email through juniors@rcsfc.com.au, or even via Instagram or our Facebook channels. But or even just come down. For the next few Saturdays, we train at the club, at the main stadium here, and make some inquiries. There'll be plenty of us around.
In the main, numbers are looking good for the upcoming season?
Our club's numbers this year have grown, and it's been a big effort amongst a lot of committee members promoting the club and doing the drive end of last year and early this year. And we're probably nudging on some highest numbers we've ever had, I believe, in the club, which is very
pleasing,
very
a great
pleasing.
outcome, yeah.
Yeah, very pleasing.
Just a gut feel on the teams that you think will do well in the SGFA this
Most
year?
of our girls will do well, Jack. We always do. Look, our club's got some strong teams. We've got a pretty good 15s, quite a solid 18s. The PLs have been going hard all off season, so they're chomping at the bits to get out there. No doubt, there's plenty of good clubs out there. The Banksies and Arncliffs always present strong teams. We've got a good 45s this year, so watch out, Minotaurs. Our 35s are growing in some strength and numbers too. So in our juniors, we may have some strong PDP teams competing in our 11s and 12s, even our 10s.
PDP is a club initiative, yeah?
Correct, yeah. We're just focusing on trying to build up that early youth type of kid who's more interested in some serious training and coaching. Not all kids get into SAP and youth programs, and this is another alternative that if you want that extra training and mentoring and coaching, it's available at the club in the SGFA program football.
Well, Pete, thanks very much for your time, mate. We wish, on behalf of the association, we wish Rockdale all the very best for season 2020. Sounds very positive and upbeat.
Thanks, Jack, and good luck to all the clubs out there.
Thanks a lot, Pete. Cheers.